Hello everyone, my name is Ranan. Today in this video I want to show you a interesting endgame that I got in an online game. So it's black to move and only one move wins and rest of the moves loses. For example, say maybe like h5 or g5 or f5. They doesn't lose, but it's a draw if because uh, I'll tell you why in a moment. So if these moves are played, then it's a draw, and only one move and only one particular move wins, and the other moves are drawn, draws the game. So let's look at why and what move and why is the reason. So the move is knight d6 check, the move that wins for black. Why? For example, if knight d6 check and then okay, first let's look at piece play. Obviously the bishop has very few squares available, and that too the h4 and g3 squares are completely useless as it does nothing except staring at the pawns. So it does nothing. So if it goes to f2, even f2 square, it does nothing than looking in the air, hitting in the air, but it's nothing. But and even going to d2 square is also completely useless as it has no scope. So the bishop is overall, when we compare the bishop versus knight, the knight is very active, and it has very large squares and scope, especially when it can sometimes it can jump. And also the note that the bishop can only control one square, but knight can control two squares. Two colors. The bishop can control only one color square. Like it is a dark square bishop, so it can only control dark squares, and all the light squares are cannot be controlled by the bishop, by the lone bishop. So comparing all these here, the piece play, knight is far better than the bishop. And note that these two pawns are not going anywhere right now, especially because knight can jump once knight jumps to c4, it's completely all over. It's completely lights out. So this 2 versus 4, and the king is also cut off from the action. Maybe if the king was somewhere on the king side or on some say like something like e3 or d3 or something, then it would have been better for better then white would have a better drawing chances. So overall, it's very good for. Overall the everything favors black, like the number of pawns on the king side and everything. Now there is now when we see that although the number of pawns are equal, but still the pawns on the king side of black are far greater than the power of the pawns of black is far greater than the power of black pawns, which are two pawn islands, and especially on one pawn island it is a double pawn. The problem is not about the double pawn, but they are not going anywhere. That's a problem. So once we give the check, and when we cover the c4 squares, and then we limit the two pawns, and then because we are limiting the two pawns, the bishop is also limited. So yeah, knight d6 check and king b4 and yeah, f5. This is a computer generated line, but I played the move knight c4. But yeah, I'm going through the computer generated line. So knight c4 is completely fine, and knight c4 is completely fine, or f5, and the rest of the game doesn't need much explanation because of simple moves. Yeah, computer sacrificed to these two pawns because at least to gain some activity or some movement, piece play. So here immediately playing immediately e2 doesn't win because of bishop f2. So that's the reason the knight is rerouting itself. Now the knight controls the f2 square. If we are human, we humans, if we play this game, we would have resigned here at resigned somewhere at this point. But yeah, this computer played some moves, and it's actually giving it mate in 15. So if you guys want to try it out, you can try it out. I found this I found this knight d6 and to control this square, and every other move is a draw. So I found this study very interesting. I found this position very interesting. So I'm trying to make I'm trying to make as many as in-game videos as possible. So please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you for watching.